talked to that one time that you gave acting advice to, well, that was me. And he goes, really? What did I say? And he goes, you said the pay was all right, but they treat you like shit. And he goes, oh, yeah, I totally remember that.
He's come back as Superman, right?
I don't think so. That's not what anything else is saying. Especially after Warner Brothers trying to get away from anybody that had anything to do with the DC universe whatsoever.
Okay, that's right. I'm making sure I have everything pulled up.
In fact, they just made sure that someone who made a lot of movies for them doesn't make movies for them again.
Is this gonna be in the news segment?
Oh, buddy, it's gonna be in the news. I'm gonna come right at you with that one.
Okay, so we'll save that for the news, I guess.
Yeah, because I'll touch you in an unsignificant place. Do you need like a side light, like right here, like right on this side of your, like, on your side or wherever this is? You have a dark side to you, but it's okay. You're really shiny and bright on one side, and you're really dark on the other.
Oh, I guess the light went out over there. I noticed a light went out. I guess I need to change the light bulb up there. Hold on.
Well, don't do that. We're already live. What are you doing? This is what happens when you go live. Chris is like, now I gotta change a light bulb, and now I'm getting.
I had to put up my base.
Naked? Why are you getting naked, dude? Put your clothes back on. It's weird. We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube if you keep on getting naked on camera.
So here's the thing. I did that because when I pull those curtains over, it gives a soundproofing effect from the AC that just clicked on. So
nice.
Yeah. Nice. So. I'm sorry. I was thinking about getting one of those ring lights, to put over here, but I'm not like a OnlyFans model, so I don't see a reason to get it.
You just need like a little light, like you know what I'm saying. Like if you had like a small like flashlight or something like that, say like you went and did something like you had like that on your side somewhere. See how that is? Yeah. See how I'm looking? See how I'm looking? See how it goes like that? Oh my God! Now you can see my nostrils. Yay! But don't do that. Don't waste your battery of your phone. Now knowing is half the battle. All right, so you got the clips all loaded. Everything's ready to go. Are you ready to get naked? We're gonna play strip poker.
Oh, don't know about that, pal.
We're playing strip poker. Strip poker on the podcast.
Is anyone watching us right now? I can't tell.
There was somebody watching us, and then
they dropped off.
Jumped out. Yeah, because you weren't getting naked fast enough.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
Yes, who is totally annoyed with me already. And
it's just that
barely started.
Here's the thing, man. I wouldn't recommend children of all ages listen to this podcast. Okay.
All ages. Because you know what? What did I watch when I was a kid? And look how I turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went to the movie theater and saw Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 when I was like 7. And so look how good I turned out.
You're saying they can be almost 41 years old on a podcast?
41 years, working in radio.
Yeah.
But hey, I have my own house.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 cars. I have a dog. I have a lovely wife that loves me more than anything in the way. And I made it to the age of 41 in 2 days. So,
yeah. Okay, so we have movies that we're talking about today. What's the first thing we're talking about?
We're talking about movies? Oh, yeah, it's a movie podcast. Fuck, I forgot we do a movie podcast on this day.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do the podcast on.
Yeah, okay. All right, the first movie that we were talking about first stars one of the most famous actors given to us from the Star Wars universe, the one and only Oscar Isaac.
The big deal? The Saber Masurka is the most important day in a young man's life. It's what makes you an Adams. It's the day your entire family gathers around you and passes judgment on your worth as a human being. I hear it's like Thanksgiving.
from the Addams Family plays Gomez from that movie, and you said
Yeah,
the new
the
one's coming
animated
out.
one, which we actually gave a lot of good. We gave a lot of good praise to that.
It was fun. The second one's coming out at the end of this month, right?
Yeah, it's coming out like in 14 days or something like that.
Okay. Cool,
then co-starring in this movie with him is the wonderful, the beautiful, always funny, makes me laugh. There's so many times I thought I was going to need surgery from all the times my gut has burst from laughter from her. The one, the only Tiffany Haddish.
She's like, Tiffany, have you celebrated this year? I was like, what do you mean have I celebrated? Did you celebrate? Celebrate what, bitch? What are you talking about? Tiffany, you was the very first African-American female stand-up comedian to host SNL, and you won an Emmy for that. You won an Emmy for it. Did you celebrate? Did you celebrate, Tiffany? I said, no, I went to my next job trying to get an Emmy for that motherfucker.
I love Tiffany Haddish. All right, and then from Real Ready Player One and the X-Men universe, the one, only Ty Sheridan.
You see, Warren Robinette was proud of adventure. He wanted people to know who was behind it. That's why he created the first digital Easter egg. And to find it, you didn't even have to win. You just had to blindly play, searching around in rooms for an invisible dot. You took the dot back to the main screen, and that's when you found the first Easter egg ever put in a video game. The creator's name.
Yeah. I had to give that. I had to do that one. Because this means the first Easter egg. All right. And then also in this movie that we're going to be reviewing, the one, the only, he's so nice. You can say his name 15 times and I love it every time. Mr. William Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh, man. I have a whole story about that if you want to hear it. But it's William.
Okay. Now they're staring at 6 men with guns drawn. It was a fucking ambush. This was a fucking bomb dropping on Beaver Cleaverville. For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon. There was a firefight!
One of my favorite scenes was Mr. William Dafoe. He actually used to pronounce his name differently because his family pronounced it differently, and he had to change it because people would call him David.
So he goes by Willem or William?
It's William Dafoe.
But it says Willem on here.
Yeah. And it was Dafoe is the way he used to pronounce, is how his family pronounces Dafoe, either Dafoe or Dafoe.
He goes by Dafoe?
Yeah, he goes by Dafoe because someone kept on calling him David all the time.
But it's Willem.
Yeah, that's what I said, Willem. That's what I said. Anyway, the movie that we're talking about is The Card Counter, which is out at theaters right now. We'll talk more about that.
Director Paul Schrader, the legendary director.
We literally talk about all that shit later.
Okay, fine. Fine.
What the fuck, man? Did you just change? Why do you change shit every episode?
I just think it's important. It's important to mention.
All right. And the number one movie at the box office this past weekend is the next movie that is it number one? Number two? It's number two. Shang-Chi is still number one.
Yeah,
right?
Because you can watch the Malignant at home, but
yeah. So Malignant featuring Annabelle Wallace.
Computer?
Hello.
Hello?
Among many sentient beings, laughter is both healing and meaningful. 20th century Earth comedians such as Buster Keaton or Charlie Chaplin are communal unifiers without the burden of language.
Buster Keaton?
Also known as the Great Stone Face.
Yeah, she plays Zora in that Star Trek show, right?
Yeah. She plays Star Trek Discovery. She plays the voice of the computer, Zora. The reason I did that was because all the other clips I pulled for her, even Peaky Blinders, she did such a hard accent that I could not understand a fucking word she said. And that is nothing against her. I loved her in Peaky Blinders. I thought she did such a great job in that show. Also, Maddie am I going to say Hassan? Is it Hassan?
Yeah. Hassan.
I only wear labels, and since I live in Virginia, of course I couldn't find a dress good enough for my party. So I told Daddy we had to go to Paris. I'm all about couture.
Look at these twinsies! Mother, you look like a whore.
Yeah, that's from God Bless America.
Yeah, by Bobcat.
Bobcat Goldthwait, yeah.
Oh God, I love Bobcat. I love that movie too. That was a great movie, which is great because it was a movie that was making fun of reality television when it wasn't as big as it is today.
With Bill Murray's brother as the
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, such a good movie.
And,
all right, and then next in this movie, who's the other person I put?
Susanna.
Susanna Thompson.
I'm a mother. I have a son, Oliver. Daughter. Her name is Thea. She's just a teenager. Please don't take me from my children. They've lost their father. You can't lose me too. Please, whoever you are, please.
Yeah. That's from Arrow, right?
Yeah, that's where she played Maura Queen, who is the mother of Oliver Queen, the Arrow himself. She was a big part of that. She's also in a bunch of other stuff, but let's be honest. The Arrow started a whole fucking universe of TV shows, so to be at the forefront of that.
It's also starring George Young as Kikoa Shaw, who's basically just Keanu Reeves, and they got Nicole Brianna White, who's basically just Wanda Sykes.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's why I didn't want to play those two. I'm glad you pointed that out. We'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right.
Chris, where can they find us at every time they want to find us?
Real quick, do we say this movie is Malignant? We said it once, right?
I thought you said it at the beginning, and that's why I just continued on.
Okay.
Malignant. Yep, Malignant. Yep.
So,
Card Counter, Malignant, or that's the movies we're covering. Chris, tell them where they can find us every single time in the entire world.
You can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook.com. It's facebook.com/moviesdon'suck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. We have patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We can get, if you want shirts with their names on it, go ahead and go to bonfire.com and search your name, and you'll be able to find all kinds of shirts. Neil crushed came with his hands. And we're also on all streaming platforms. Watch us on Twitch. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Watch Facebook and like that page. And who's our sponsor?
Our sponsor today is the 5-Star Dive Bar. Yes, the 5-Star Dive Bar is located at 526 South Main Street, Elkhart, Indiana, 46516. Now, a dive bar, in its truest sense, is a place where you can walk in as a stranger or regular Patreon and feel equally at home. The atmosphere is casual. Other than no shirt, no shoes, no service, there is no dress code. You can wear a suit or you can wear a sleeveless t-shirt and be equally welcome. The closest thing to a uniform the employees have is a t-shirt with the bar's name on it. In reality, a dive bar isn't dirty or scary. The employees have all of their teeth, and other than the occasional mullet, they look like everyone else. Above all, dive bars are unpretentious and welcoming. Stop by and see for yourself at the 5-Star Dive Bar. It's in an old theater.
Nice.
That used to play live bands all the time. And they play live bands and live music. They have stand-up and all that stuff. They're in downtown Elkhart. It's the city I was actually born in. Is Elkhart, Indiana? Where that's the hospital I was born in.
Right.
And it's just on the block from where my parents live, and they took us there after we had a horrendous incident at a Mexican restaurant, and where the food was so terrible, like we just said "fuck you guys" and walked out. Like we walked out,
dude. It's Indiana.
Don't ever make fun of my state again.
Well, no.
Can we talk about Texas for 5 seconds? You want me to go into Texas?
Well, I'm just saying. You want
me to talk about
Indiana,
all the things Texas has done wrong in the past 4 weeks alone?
They have the best.
At least my state doesn't make national news every week.
I know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, dude. Mexican food. You're gonna find the best.
There's so many Hispanics in northern Indiana, dude. It's where all the RVs, trailers, and homes are made. That's like one of the big job markets in the entire United States.
Well, I didn't say. I'm just saying that Texas has the best Mexican food.
No, that's not true. Not by far. Yeah, especially with all the white people and conservatives there.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Are you saying that Indiana has better Mexican food than fucking Texas?
No, Oklahoma does, because Oklahoma is where real cowboys are from. Anyway, let's move on.
All right, move on.
Because here they treat people equally. Anyway.
Really? You want to talk about Oklahoma and conservative? Okay, all right. Well, moving on.
Anyway. Anyway, so if you get a chance, go by. They have music. They have good food. I had a burger there. It was great. I tried a bunch of their other food too. I can't remember it all off the top of my head, but I remembered everything I had. I was like, this is fucking amazing for being just like a divey bar.
Dive bars are great, man. It's the best place to see a band too.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I saw, Green Day just a couple weeks ago at Kane's Ballroom, which was 10 times better than fucking seeing them in any arena I've ever seen them in. So, I mean, what do you think of that?
The smaller the venue, the better, man.
You know what I'm happy about?
What's that?
In 2 days, I will be 41 years old.
You're stoked on that?
Dude, I don't care about age. I feel good. My back's been doing good for the last couple of weeks, so I'm good about that. On top of that, what
are you doing for your birthday?
So we are going to watch the Notre Dame versus Purdue game. I also found out that it is National Batman Day.
Is it the same every year?
Batman Day.
Is it the same every year?
I don't know, but it is this year, which is weird because I have 2 Batman tattoos, so I figured that kind of works.
Yeah, sure.
And then on top of that, it's also don't hate the 918, which that's the area code here in Tulsa, and so it's 918 Day as well. And on top of that, it is the 41st annual Scott Fest on my 41st birthday.
So I know you're Irish.
Yes.
Are you Scottish too?
No, I'm Irish, dude. But
So
it's Scott Irish Fest, dude.
So they're gonna have
it's both.
Okay, so you're gonna have beer.
They're gonna have beer and then they're gonna have a bunch of good old. They got like Scotland games, where they throw the logs. And
do they have haggis?
Oh, I hope. Oh my god, that's some good shit. That is some good stuff. There's nothing better than eating some good haggis.
Are you looking forward to hearing bagpipes everywhere?
I love the bagpipes. Oh, I love me some bagpipes. Don't you love the bagpipes?
Not really, but I don't hate it.
I can name. Can you name 4 rock songs that have bagpipes in them?
Tell me.
Korn, Shoots and Ladder. Long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. I forgot them now. I already been drinking. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man. Put you on the spot. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of put you on the spot. Your face is on the spot.
So Erktoff said
Korn.
that
I said Korn. Yeah, Shoots and Ladder. And Ladder. That was Korn. Then it's A Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll. AC/DC. I know. I have them on. I have State of Massachusetts. Ship Me Up to Boston. I'm sure there's plenty of Dropkick Murphys and
Flogging Molly,
Flogging Molly songs I could probably go through if I could just think for half a second, but I really can't. My comments on a delay. I don't know.
Yeah, because we got like a 20 minutes delay between what we say here and where it shows up everywhere else.
Oh yeah, we totally know it's on a delay, man. We know that. We touch you in our no spots, and it's great. It's awesome, and man, I can't believe I can't wait. We need to talk about these movies because I can't wait to actually get to the news tonight because there's some like crazy fucking news that went on in the last couple
days. Discussions, huh? We had discussions about it.
Yeah, we have some stuff to talk about, bro, and it's gonna be nuts.
So the Card Counter, directed by Paul Schrader. You guys know Paul Schrader because he's been around for fucking ever. He wrote 4 movies for Scorsese, those being Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, A Last Temptation of Christ, and there's one other one.
Yeah, and wasn't he a piano player for David Letterman?
You know, Paul Shear? No, I'm sorry.
Schaefer.
Yeah, Schaefer.
Yeah, okay,
sorry.
my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought he was.
He also did a movie from 2017 that I really liked called First Reformed. Did you remember that with Ethan Hawke? I fucking love that movie. You ever seen it?
No.
Well, you should. I've been telling everyone to go see.
The Last Temptation of Christ. Oh, that's a great movie
with Willem, by the way.
Oh my god.
If Paul Schrader makes a movie, you can get a pretty good chance that Willem Dafoe will be in it. So he wrote and directed this. He's been around forever. Also stars the amazing Oscar Isaac as William Tell.
The big deal? The saber mazurka is the most important day in a young man's life.
Also, Tiffany Haddish as Lolinda.
She's like, Tiffany, have you celebrated this year? I was like, what do you mean have I celebrated? Did you celebrate? Celebrate what, bitch? What are you talking about?
And then also, it's got Ty Sheridan as Kirk with a C.
You see, Warren Robinette was proud of the adventure. He wanted people to know who was behind it.
And then we got, amazingly, the Willem Dafoe. And do we want to play this whole thing? I feel like you need to.
Dude, play it anytime. I love Boondock Saints. It's my favorite.
Now they're staring at 6 men with guns drawn. It was a fucking ambush.
This was a fucking bomb dropping on Beaver Cleaverville. For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon. There was a firefight!
Okay.
I love William Dafoe. William Dafoe in Boondock Saints. Boondock Saints is literally one of my favorite movies of all time. I have seen that thing.
He's the best thing about that movie, right?
That is the only. There's 3 movies in my world I think I've seen more than any movie in the world, and I think it's Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, Batman '89, and Boondock Saints are the 3 top movies. And I could watch them right after each other. Like I could rewind the VHS after I was done watching it and push play again.
Read the storyline for the card counter.
The card counter. Yes, let's read. Holy shit, that's a big story. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
The film, written and directed by Schroeder, follows William Tell, a gambler and former serviceman who sets out to reform a young man seeking revenge on a mutual enemy from their past. Tell just wants to play cards. His Spartan existence on the casino trail is shattered when he is approached by Kirk with a C, a vulnerable and angry young man seeking help to execute his plan for revenge on a retired military major. Tell sees a chance at redemption through the relationship with Kirk, gaining backing from mysterious gambling financier Lolinda. Tell takes Kirk with him on the road, going from casino to casino, until an unlikely trio set their sights on winning the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas. But keeping Kirk on the straight and narrow proves impossible, dragging Tell back into the darkness of his past.
So this storyline does a horrible job of saying what it really is about.
No. And this is why it does a horrible job. Because this movie is 2 fucking movies. It is not a coherent one movie. It is not. I love the acting in this movie. I love the actors playing off of each other in this movie. But I really have to tell you this, and I feel this from the bottom of my fucking heart. This was 2 different movies, and they didn't give me enough of one of the movies, and they gave me way too much of the other movie. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't get that. I did, but I know.
One biggest complaint. Are you ready for this? If you're in a movie about cards and gambling, you better show me what the fuckers are winning and losing with. I don't want to. Oh, that guy lost, he left. Oh, that guy lost, he left. Oh, that guy won. Must have had some good cards. You know,
I don't think it was a gambling movie though. This isn't, Hard Eights or anything. I don't think that's what it's really about.
You can't give the name of a movie the card counter and not give me what the fucking cards are about.
I know you wanted exciting.
They gave okay, and this is the reason why it pissed me off was because at the beginning of the movie, slight spoiler, not really, whatever. They give you a full explanation about one card game. A full explanation.
Texas Hold'em. Yeah.
No. It was blackjack.
Blackjack. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and they even show you the dude's method in blackjack. But then when it came to poker, they're like, "Hey, fuck it, you guys probably know what poker is, right? you know what's going on, right? It was just like they cared more about the blackjack playing and nothing about the poker playing, even though the poker playing was actually a big part of the fucking movie. And I don't like it. I don't want you to put that in the background when it's an actual, the poker is a character. It is part of the environment. And you can't just be like, hey, me and Chris one day, we stopped doing this podcast because me and Chris got in a big fight over a board game. Yeah, we got a big fight over a board game. And that's the end of it. We don't tell anybody the board game. We don't even tell anybody what happened in the fight of the board game. We don't even tell anybody. See,
I do understand your problem, but I just did like this. That didn't bother me at all, honestly.
Well, yeah, I know, because that's not what you're looking for in this movie, and that's what I was looking for after you give me a movie called The Motherfucking Card Counter. Well, I was looking for goddamn Rounders Part 2.
Well, I saw Paul Schrader and I was on board. So here's my biggest gripe with this movie. Now, I want to say all these actors are great. All the actors are great, but I just did not buy Timothy Hash's character. Just didn't buy it.
Yeah, and the fact, I get that.
But I did get the chemistry between them, like between everyone.
Yeah,
I got the chemistry, but it's just I didn't buy Timothy Hash. I thought she was a weird character. I just thought one she was one dimensional, not very fleshed out, and even then when they explained her background, I still didn't get a sense of who she is. I got a sense of Ty Sheridan, Kirk with the C. I got a sense of Oscar Isaac, but I didn't get a sense of.
And those two characters together, Oscar Isaac and Ty Sheridan, like the chemistry between Oscar Isaac being the mentor and Ty Sheridan being the follower. Or
I want to mention that there's a point near the end of the movie. I don't want to get away, but people gasped in the theater. Like,
did they really?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't gasp. I'm like, damn.
This is my biggest problem with this movie. There's so many things they could have showed us at so many parts of this fucking movie.
Wait, they stopped at the prison to visit someone? Who the fuck is he visiting?
Yeah. and that's my thing. And that's what I'm trying to say is that one, I just realized neither one of my notebooks are next to me, but I'll grab them in a second. They're behind me. But I had to buy a second notebook for this movie because I forgot my notebook at home and I was 30 minutes away. Anyway, so the problem is there's so many times in this movie that the writer, director, the same guy, I guess.
Writer, tour, the legendary Paul Schrader. Yeah.
So Paul, this is to you, Paul.
But by the way, if you listen to this, he will go on social media and fuck you up.
There's bits of information we didn't need to know. Yeah. There's information like you don't need to know he's visiting a prison. You don't need to know what's going on in that back room. You don't need to know what the cards are being played on the table. You don't need to know.
No, he's a very old school filmmaker, and that everything that's in the movie has to propel the story forward in some way. I'm not that. I like a bunch
But the three things we're talking about are all things that push the story forward. Who's at the jail? I'm not jail, and it's in Leavenworth, which is like 10 miles from your house.
I'm saying I'm not saying that that's a good thing at all. I love movies that have decorations, honestly. Like when it's just lines that have nothing to do with the movie. Like most of Pulp Fiction, I love. That's probably one of my favorite movies, dude. There's a bunch of dialogue in there that has really nothing to do with the plot, just funny shit. And this
that. Go back and look at the Easter eggs of that movie. All those lines have something.
Okay, fine. Anyway, continue. But yeah, Card Counter, I enjoyed it. It was, and it's not near as long as it's an hour and 50 minutes, right? So, and you don't have to stay for the whole thing. Once the credits roll, it's the same thing, same shot over and over. Because I waited. But I did see this in the theater yesterday, and there were fuckers that were talking to me next to me, and it was like four like MMA looking dudes. So I'm not gonna fuck with them. But I did look over, and I was like, like that.
You know who could fuck with them?
You?
Batman.
Oh, Batman. Yeah, sure.
Anyway.
Dude, I was so furious yesterday. I was just like, man, I really wish people that talked in theaters got fined. I really wish that if they saw you talking
kicked out of the theater, I wish it was like Alamo, man. I miss Alamo.
It was four dudes, man. I'm not gonna fuck with four dudes.
There was a whole row of people 2 rows down from me, and that was it besides me. And they were like the most rude. One person was texting, one person picked up a phone call at one point. One person was just like, what's going on in this? I don't get that. Like, it was just
There was a dude in the same row that I was in, and he moved, right? Like he moved and went to a different row. I'm like, man. And so I did the same thing. I got up and I moved. I couldn't find a good seat, so I just went back to my seat where it was the best seat I had in the house. I was like, fuck. Like there's no better seat.
Every seat's a good seat as long as I don't have to sit next to some talking motherfuckers. But I got what they were trying to do with this movie. I got it. I got the idea. I got the overall idea. I just don't think this will be liked by your average viewer.
Oh, not at all, man. This is not a movie for...
This is not your average viewer movie. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad we didn't do a Netflix version of John Wick Part 2.
Kate?
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't do that one because I watched that one too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that was right now.
Oh, yeah.
It was not a home run.
So, the reasons, the things I did like about the movie, I love Oscar Isaac's character. I think he's great. I think he was deep.
Oh, dude, he was the Joaquin Phoenix I've ever seen.
I think he's better than Joaquin Phoenix in a lot of movies in this thing.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. Did he not feel like he was Joaquin Phoenix the entire movie?
He felt like the Joaquin Phoenix from The Master, but better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish played a character that I didn't really buy, but I like Tiffany Haddish, so good for her.
I like Tiffany Haddish. Her relationship between her and Oscar Isaac was cool. That was good. I just didn't believe the character she was playing, and that's not her fault. I believe that's more the writing.
Yeah,
because you didn't see more of it.
But there was chemistry between those two. I think she's. Ty Sheridan. I have a problem with his puffy face, but whatever. I'm not gonna talk about his looks. I don't really like him that much, man.
Did you just say you're upset about his puffy face?
Yeah, he has a puffy face going on with him every single time. I can't see his eyes ever.
I hate to see what you say about me or Jeff or any one of your friends when we're not around. Yeah, I love Neil, man, but God, his third chin.
No, I never. I had no issues with any of my friends. I'm just Tasha has stared his like squinty eyes all the time. I'm like this fucker, but his character was fine, you know.
His character was good. William Dafoe played his part in there really well.
Yeah, I mean, Willem Dafoe, like, any character he is, he just
knocks it out of the park every time.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about Willem Dafoe.
Did you know he's kind of a scientist himself?
I believe it. I heard he has the giant hog, like scarily big.
What, his penis?
Yeah,
it's an Antichrist.
No, that's not his penis. That's a porn star's penis. But I have
heard. There's somebody that in our chat books that just literally says Chris says horrible shit about everyone.
Dude, I do not say that, dude. That's my brother, guys. He's trying to sabotage me. No, but Willem Dafoe,
his twin brother. Ooh, we're gonna talk about twins here in a little bit.
Please don't, dude. I'm tired of hearing about twins my whole life. I used to work with my brother, right? And we'd be in the theater, we'd be in the elevator going up to our floor, and then people be like, "So who's the evil one?" Like, we get that going on, or they'd be like,
"It's obviously you."
Yeah.
Your brother's nice. I mean, if not, you wouldn't be able to, got that beautiful wife you got because she likes evil and you guys are together. Evil.
I let my brother live with me for 10 months.
Yeah, I know. So does everybody on this podcast. So we heard about it every week.
Yeah, that's right. I think I'm a pretty good person, pretty good brother. But we'll see.
No, you're fucking evil. Anyway.
But
I love you. All right. Let's do some quotes and let's get to our rating on this movie.
Okay. All right.
When I was old enough, all I wanted to do was roll up the windows and drive, wherever the road would take me. This asshole right here, Mr. fucking USA.
I thought it was talking about me just for saying this asshole right here.
This man never saw a day of service, and I would like nothing more than to take the flag, shove it through his mouth, and pull it out of his asshole. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm always looking for a good thoroughbred. The apples weren't bad. The barrel they came from was bad. Who is the Insta prick?
You asked a question.
Oh man, look at him. He is straight out of Call of Duty. I call him Charlie Two Chins. He's got more chins than a Chinese phone book. I can't believe she said a joke that I heard like in the 1980s.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that like in like shits from the 80s. So they wouldn't say that now because they're not fucked up to say something like that, you know?
In poker, the river can instantly turn anyone into a winner.
Is you a poker player?
Yeah, dude. I used to play a lot of competitions.
I don't really know how to play poker.
Single.
I'm very bad at it.
I'm fucking good. I usually got top 3 when I was in anything. Because I have.
When are you gonna go to Vegas, dude?
Oh, dude, I don't have Vegas money. You can just come here to Oklahoma and we'll drive down the block and fucking hit like 10 casinos, dude. Oh, do you want Vegas? Have you never been to Vegas? Is that why?
I've been there I only spent one night in Vegas. So I'd like to spend at least 3.
Yeah, dude. We should do guys' weekend in Vegas.
Shit, dude. Okay.
We're planning that shit. All right. Okay. If you're listening to us on the podcast and you're a dude and want to go on a guys' weekend to Vegas and know anybody, let us know, man. We'll be more than happy to jump you with us. And believe me, I work in radio and he works at a different job I can't talk about online because it's against the law. But
whoa.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure it's not legal.
But hit us up, man. We're doing a guy Vegas trip now. That's fucking it. We're doing it. I'm doing it. All right. Hey, how did it go in Leavenworth? I just had to put that in there because you're only a couple miles from Leavenworth.
That's true. Sounds true.
Did you ever see a city lit up at night? I saw a city all on fire one night. I don't think
God damn, that was so thing. That's such a good line, by the way. Yeah. Such a good line.
The nerves on you, your toes, your fingers, the tip of your dick. I don't like celebrity gambling. I like anonymous gambling. I did all this just for you. The feeling of forgiveness, the feeling of forgiving another and forgiving yourself is the same. And that's it. That's what I got.
Okay, so what's your score on this? Well, no, I'll go first. How about that?
Yeah, you go first in this one.
Mine's a 3.7. Like you said, it was a little incoherent. It's not my favorite Paul Schrader movie, but the performance by Oscar Isaac is he's so good in this, so good, and I can't get past that. But it has like themes of redemption, of themes of redemption, themes of downfall, and sort of like it's a revenge movie, And that's not gonna be any way. It's a revenge movie, and
yeah,
it's sort of Oscar Isaac is the focal point of this movie,
And because of his acting and everything like that, yeah, I'm gonna give this much higher than what I was gonna give it. I'll give it a 3.6.
Okay.
But to me, there was a lot of things, and even though you say they're not important, me as a movie watcher think they're important.
Yeah.
Like, who's the guy in the jail? What were the hands people were winning? And why were people losing? If you added that little bit of slight excitement to the movie, just that little bit, I believe this could easily been like at least a 3.8, 3.9 for me. But like,
yeah, I'm with you on that. Like that, but I think people who knew Paul Schrader's movies would have been sort of like.
What's the best way to say this? There is scenes that I wanted more information about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say maybe they're in like Guantanamo Bay or anything like that, but yeah, they were. And
Abu Ghraib,
wherever they were at. Anyway, still, I wanted more info and stuff like that. The cinematography in this movie was awesome, especially in those scenes.
Yeah, the fish islands. The fish islands.
Yeah, it was really cool, but I don't know, man. I feel like it missed the mark on some places. But so that's our score, 1 out of 5. Now let me try and guess.
Okay,
the tomatoes
start with the audience.
48%.
You're really, really close. 46.
46?
Yeah.
Damn, off by 2%.
Okay, so what is the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes? But the first-time listeners, we always after our score, we guess the Rotten Tomatoes score for the audience and the.
I do at least because I don't look at Rotten Tomatoes ever. Yeah, I don't believe in it.
Here you are guessing though.
Yeah. I try to guess.
Okay.
Man, the critics are gonna say something stupid like 98% or something like that.
What are you saying? What are you guessing?
I'm guessing like 95%. Let's go that.
86, so not that close.
I thought it'd be like way up there.
Yeah,
but
it's still
close.
it's still
double.
fresh. It's still fresh. So
Yeah,
the
it's still
critics' consensus is led by Oscar Isaac's gripping performance. The card counted as another weighty chapter to Paul Schrader's long inquiry into man's moral responsibility. If you want to see a good Paul Schrader movie, that's just Paul Schrader directing and writing, go see First Reformed. I think it's free on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure, but I love First Reformed. I think you would too. Anyway,
Yeah, get her done. Let's go to news.
All right.
Now that
That's not it.
now that
Fuck. Sorry, I gotta go back.
Stop hitting the phone.
Yeah. I can go back to the phone if you want.
No, just
Okay.
do it. Now it's time for Movies Don't Suck and Something News, where I read stuff from the internet Chris hasn't read all week because he's Amish and lives in a barn.
I'm busy working all week. So
I work all week too, motherfucker.
I work 8 hours a day.
Sometimes I work 16 hours a day.
Well, let's just go. Let's go. Lick each other's buttholes. So
Yeah. I guess so. Asshole. Whatever.
What are you talking about? All right. You have a big story. We going to get that later. You want to start with a small?
Oh, I'll get to everything, and it's in the order I want it to be.
Okay.
First, do you like the song "Send Me an Angel"?
Yeah.
Send me an angel.
Yeah.
Do you like montages of BMX bikes dancing?
Dude,
and
by the way,
prom?
I'm a child of the 80s, so of course I do.
This year, RAD is celebrating its 35th anniversary. Do you remember RAD?
No. Tell me about RAD.
RAD was a BMX movie about a kid that was a poor guy and he didn't have a sponsor. His girlfriend there was a girl that was a BMX sponsored girl who was played by Aunt Becky from Full House. Laura, the one that got busted for sending her kid to college, paying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, her. Yeah.
But because it's its 35th anniversary, they are now re-releasing it into the theaters. So that will happen for Fathom Events. So go to the website for participating dates. But RAD, dude. If I was still living with you, we'd totally go see that in theater together.
Wait, living with me? You never lived with me, but we lived in the same area.
Near
city.
you, whatever.
Okay.
Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
Wait, did you do Fathom Events? Did you do Fathom Events for the wrestling when you went and saw that in theaters?
Yeah, I went and seen AEW. Yeah, that's what that was.
Fathom Events? Okay.
You know what famous celebrity that we've seen in a bunch of movies, especially in the last 2 years, has never played a cowboy, but is about to?
Who?
Well, man, his name is like Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Nick Cage playing a cowboy? I thought. I'm surprised he
Nicolas
hasn't
Cage
played one.
starred in his first Western ever called The Old Way. Marking the first time in his decade-long career, the actor will be in a traditional Western.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm sure he's great in that. I mean, like, again, Nick Cage is great in everything he's in lately.
Yeah.
At the very least.
And this is a storyline. He will be playing Colton Briggs, a gunslinger turned general store manager who lives a quiet life with his family when a band of outlaws murders his wife. Briggs saddles up once again to seek vengeance along his 12-year-old daughter. The law to express actress gratitude for being able to play in a new game genre for over 40 years of his career.
Can't wait to see that, dude. He's gonna be so good in it. He's gonna be so good.
Dude. I mean, there's pictures, and man, it looks good. He looks beat up. He's got a beard.
Of course.
You ever heard of Paul Thomas Anderson?
I know who PTA is, dude. He's one of my favorite directors.
His new movie coming out is going to be called Licorice Pizza.
Dude, that's a record store in Los Angeles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It began filming in August of 2020, starting an A-list cast with the likes of Bradley Cooper, Maya Rudolph, Ben Stiller, and others.
So he stuck his wife in the movie because he's married to Maya Rudolph.
Yeah. The story of a high school student becoming an actor in the 1970s after befriending a famous Hollywood director.
I can't wait, dude. I love
Yeah, I'm
BTS.
down. I'm down. I mean,
yeah.
What more of any of that do I need? It's named Licorice Pizza and all that stuff. HBO Max
Wait,
is
hold
already...
on, hold on. Did they give a release date for it yet?
No, they're filming it, dude. I don't know what more you fucking want for that shit. I give you the information I know. I never doubt you. I never hold back on the info.
Okay, fair enough. We saw PTA's last movie, right? Phantom Thread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember you watched that movie.
Better.
I remember when you watched that movie, you're like, that movie was fucked up. That's what you
said. That movie was fucked up and sucked. Anyway,
hey,
HBO Max has already greenlit a spinoff to the movie The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson. The spinoff will be a series based all around Colin Farrell's Penguin.
Oh, Penguin, or as Benedict Cumberbatch say, Pingling. What? Do you
Don't
remember
pick
that?
on the Cumberbatch. Don't pick on the Cumberbatch.
I'm a Cumberbatch too. I mean, I'm a
I know.
Cumberbatch as well, but it's very funny.
But it will attract. Yeah, it's already. But the movie, I guess, is already getting good reviews, and HBO Max has already signed off on a Penguin. Like, I think they're doing a whole Batman universe because they're also doing Batgirl already. They're talking about doing Catwoman. They're talking about doing a Joker series. I mean,
you're excited for this one, aren't you? The Batman.
I'm excited anytime Batman is mentioned anywhere. And I give it the full energy of my love and respect. I go in there with high hopes, and it's them that keep on fucking crushing it, not me. All right.
When's the last time you weren't crushed by a Batman movie?
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is literally the best Batman, I believe, live action.
Better than Keaton?
I mean, fighting wise and action wise, and the like what his size is like.
But tell me about Batman.
I mean, like visually, when I think of Batman, I mean, look at this. Does that look like Michael fucking Keaton?
No, I'm looking slimmer than that. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But that's what I picture, as a looking like a. But
so before we get too Batman,
personality wise, not
before we get too Batman. I want to ask you this real quick, and then we'll move on from Batman because you thought too much about Batman.
You think we're moving on from Batman? Yeah, no idea the next two stories I got coming up.
But listen, who's your favorite Batman besides Ben Affleck? Like, if you had to go through all the Batmans that ever existed,
you want me to list them?
Just the top three. How about that?
I can list them all. All
right, fine.
I have them in my head, dude. I get asked this question all the time.
Start from the bottom and go to the top.
The worst to the best?
Yeah.
All right, worst Christian Bale.
Okay.
George Clooney.
Okay.
Then after that would be Val Kilmer.
Uh-huh.
Then after that would be Adam West.
Uh-huh.
Then it's
wait, you thought Val Kilmer was worse than Adam West? Man.
No, I said Val Kilmer's better than Adam West.
Okay, fine.
You told me to go the opposite way. Here, okay. Let me go the true way. I know the true way. Here.
Okay.
It's Ben Affleck as Batman because he did the best, like he just physically looked the best.
Okay.
Michael Keaton is the best acting wise as Batman. Vocally, Kevin Conroy out of the park every fucking day of the week. Then after that, it would be I like Val Kilmer more than Adam West, and that gives the trouble in my life. But Adam West is next, and George Clooney, then Christian Bale. And if you want to go, the guy who's playing him in Titans is doing a good job too as well.
What about who knows if you're lucky, Robert Pattinson might be number one.
I don't know where the fuck he's going to be at. We'll figure that out when it happens.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about how Warner Brothers lost over $50 million on Tenet's theatrical release.
Let's hear about it.
A new report reveals that Warner Brothers lost a minimum of $50 million from Tenet's theatrical release early into the ongoing pandemic, which was written and directed by Christopher Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What happened? Yeah. Okay, Chris just left. I think he was mad at me. Maybe I upset him. Maybe I didn't give him his cookie that he was supposed to get today. Could someone give Chris a cookie? Chris needs a cookie. Matt, can you make sure Chris has cookies? Or a piece of lasagna or something. I don't know. He could be like Garfield. He could be like hungry for lasagna all the time. That happens. The heck happened? His power went out, and all of a sudden he just like jumped off for me. Hey, there he is. Let's see what he has to say. Where the hell happened? Everything went black.
I don't. Yeah, me over here too. But say I got a perfect point where you said written and directed by Christopher Nolan. Now start there.
All right, yeah. Written and directed by Christopher Nolan after they lost $50 million.
Dude, how do you? I mean, you and I saw it in theaters, and there were only two people in there theater when we saw Tenet. Do you remember that when we went and we talked about it? That was a fun outing. But so, what's the deal? Are they gonna? I mean, they're just fucked, right?
Let's talk about the next news story I got.
So you're just saying that they lost.
Christopher Nolan is no longer making movies for Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has pretty much fired Christopher Nolan from any future projects, and there's a huge fallout with them. Christopher Nolan has taken his next movie, which is about the creation of the atom bomb during World War II, to Universal.
I'm sure they're happy to have him.
I'm sure they can lose $50 million too and be happy with them.
Yeah, dude, they only lost $50 million because that happened in the middle of the fucking pandemic, dude.
No, it's all about Christopher Nolan.
Dude, we like Tenet. Fuck you. We like that movie.
All right. Remember that movie we liked last year about those people going around places and they were all being murdered?
That's a lot of movies. What movie are you talking about in particular?
The Forever Purge.
Oh, yeah. I like the Forever Purge.
Purge 6 script is complete. It will feature a remapped America, which makes sense if you watch Forever Purge. No spoilers. Go watch it. There's some shit that goes down.
If you guys like the Purge movies, you'll like this movie. Me and you have followed it the whole way through.
Yeah, Forever Purge doesn't even come to home media until the end of the month.
Yeah,
so it was earlier this year we saw that. And so Purge 6 is now officially confirmed. Franchise star Frank Grillo, who played Crossbones in the Marvel movies. He's already back.
He was also in
Anarchy and Election Year.
But he's also in that movie that we all saw earlier this year where he played a cop and he was chasing Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
The girlfriend's boyfriend, the bodyguard's...
The hitman's wife's bodyguard.
Okay, gotcha. You liked that movie, I did not.
No, because you don't like Ryan Reynolds, the sexiest man on the planet.
Okay, move on from that, but okay.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is the sexiest man on the planet. Anything
I'm on my third beer already.
Damn, let's get fucked up. I'll catch up. I'm
not telling
you. The Expendables 4, and I told you would be putting new segments about this.
We talked about the Expendables already,
but we'll be talking about this every week, pretty much, because every week someone new is going to get added.
So who's
added on? Got added. The Godfather himself. The Godfather himself, Andy Garcia.
I was going to say the resurrected corpse of Marlon Brando, but
that's so fucked up, dude. You're so fucked up. No, Andy Garcia, because he became the Godfather at the end of Godfather 3. That's a spoiler, I guess, if you haven't seen Godfathers. But if you haven't seen Godfather, I mean, it's from the goddamn early 80s.
But apparently, you don't need to see the third one. No. Apparently,
the third one was all right. It was pretty good.
I'll play Chino.
Knives Out 2 has just wrapped filming.
Oh, so it's done now.
It's already done. It's already there. I'm happy. I can't wait. I'm just.
They don't have a release date, do they?
No, there's no release date.
Fine.
One of your favorite movies and video games of all time is getting the Batman treatment at HBO Max, and it is going to be spin-off century. Warner Brothers and HBO Max has over 5 different spin-offs of Mortal Kombat in writing for HBO Max.
So it's like series or movies?
Series.
Damn,
and movies. Similar movies that don't go so. Let's see. Warner Brothers said streaming Matrix on HBO Max have been in line with ticket sales. In other words, Warner Brothers is saying they think it will be better on the streaming platform than releasing all these in the theater. Developing other characters in its Mortal Kombat universe is all they're saying. Some of them are saying Sub-Zero. Some of them are saying Katana. Some of them are saying, other stories. And so, yeah. And Johnny Cage is included in that as well, which WWE superstar The Miz has been lobbying for the part and has got endorsements from Joel McHale, who voices Johnny Cage in the animated Mortal Kombat movies.
I mean, you want The Miz there. You want to see him there, right?
Dude. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, literally, you know what his theme song is? He walks before he comes out. It's like, it's a Hollywood Boulevard sign and a helicopter. Like his screen is a helicopter going across LA and Hollywood, and then all of a sudden it goes, "I'm awesome. I came to play." Like that's his theme song, dude. Like literally, yeah, he is Johnny Cage. If you do not, it's just like a known. That's remember Eraser.
Yeah, that Schwarzenegger film that thought that it'd bring him back to the forefront, but didn't.
Eraser Reborn was shot in secret over this past summer, based on the '90s Schwarzenegger classic.
But Arnold's not in it, right?
It doesn't say much, man.
Okay.
It says it's summer under the direction of John Pogue, Jackie Leigh, McKinley Belcher, and Eddie Ramis. Making up the core cast. So it's going to be like it's in post-production and it's aiming for spring of 2022 on HBO Max.
There's a lot of stuff coming on HBO Max, man.
I mean, 1996, dude, that movie pulled $240 million and it had a $100 million budget. So they made $140 million on it.
Damn, that's a lot.
Oompa loompa doopity doo. Willy Wonka cast a new dude.
They cast Willy? They cast Willy.
Keegan-Michael Key has just been cast in a mystery role opposite of Timothy Chalamet in the new prequel of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
You guys don't know too much about he was in a movie called Call Me By Your Name last year, like a couple years ago, where you don't think you saw that movie, but you did?
I saw it. Yeah.
With Armie Hammer?
I like Timothy
Chalamet.
Yeah, whatever. I was trying to stop it so you can fix it, man. But
okay, Keegan-Michael Key. Yeah, he's in it, right? He's played.
Yep. All right. Next movie. You ready?
Yeah.
We got another reboot. We got another remake.
Of course.
And it's going to be directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, also known as Ron Howard's daughter.
Her first directing?
No, she did The Mandalorian and got a fucking award.
No, it's a feature film.
No, I think she did another one.
All right, well, what's the movie?
Anyway, it's a classic Disney movie, and they're remaking it.
So I mean, that's obvious. Like that's all they do now is remaking the movies.
Yeah.
What movie are they remaking?
The Navigator.
The Navigator.
Yeah, dude, right? I love The Navigator.
I've never seen the original.
Oh my god, you're such a I quit. I fucking quit. What the fuck? How do you do a movie podcast and you've never seen the motherfucking Flight of the Navigator?
I've never seen it. I gotta be honest. It's about
you never
Amelia
seen
Earhart.
Flight of the fucking Navigator?
No, because I watch good
movies. You call yourself a goddamn nerd and you never seen the goddamn Flight of the fucking goddamn Navigator?
Dude, I'm just a nerd to people I work with. 1986 film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Starring Joey Kramer, Sarah Jessica Parker's in that.
Okay. Yeah.
Paul Rubens, fucking baby Rubens in it. I guess
he does the voice. He does the voice of the.
I have to do that. I have to see this then, huh? Okay.
This movie is classic. It's about a kid that finds a spaceship, dude.
Okay.
It's cool. And Max Headroom's part of it. Pee Wee Herman's a part of it. Like, there's so many 80s shit that gets thrown in there. But it is a really, really good movie. Classic classic.
I'll go find it on Disney Plus later on tonight.
I used to have it. I used to have it in clamshell. I used to have the clamshell VHS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next, another remake. All right. Let's see if you can guess that remake from the song I sing to you. Ready? And
They're making The Bodyguard? Remaking The Bodyguard?
The remake of The Bodyguard is in development with new writer Matthew Lopez on board to write the screenplay, which the #1 most selling soundtrack of all times is The Bodyguard.
So who do you think cast yet or anything like that?
The two people, the one person that is fighting for it is Lizzo, the singer.
Okay.
And she wants her white man meat to be none other than Captain America himself, Chris Evans.
I would watch that movie. I would see that.
I would too. I would too. And so, like, I don't know. That's just,
I mean, he is America's ass, you know.
He's America's ass.
Yeah.
But all right, last but not least. Here we go. You ready?
Uh-huh.
There's a movie about a very muscular man trying to find his brother that looks nothing like him.
This is Twins 3. Or Twins 2, I mean.
Twins 2 is officially on its way 35 years later. And the sequel will be called Triplets.
It's got to. It's got to be that.
Yes. So there's a triplet
Yeah.
who originally was going to be played by none other than the great Eddie Murphy. But because of scheduling conflicts, because of everything that happened during COVID, and now Eddie Murphy has a bunch of other stuff he has to do, he is being replaced by another actor who's kind of right up there with Eddie Murphy, I'd say, up there,
Morgan Freeman.
funny-wise.
Oh, no.
You know, he's been in a movie with Eddie Murphy, a recent movie with Eddie Murphy.
Arsenio Hall?
No.
Who?
No.
Who?
I said someone that's up there with Eddie Murphy. Arsenio
tell
Hall's
me.
not up there. Tracy Morgan will be playing the triplet.
I was going to say that, but I guess
I knew you would.
I was going to say it, but I didn't. I thought he was still too young, but okay. Yeah, I'm mad about it. I want to see it.
I'm down for it. Anytime Tracy Morgan gets on my screen, it makes me happy.
Do we want
Let's see
to
if there's anything else I'm missing?
Hold, you are missing.
That's the final big story.
No, there's a big story that we need to talk
Bob's
about.
Burgers movie is coming out next year. That's good.
You missed the sad news.
Oh shit, you're right. Let's talk about the sad news. I totally forgot about it, and it's my part. Chris, we are going to play homage to one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time. He did the Weekend News Update for 3 years when he did his 5-year tender at Saturday Night Live. He is one of the guys that no matter what room he was in, he could make everybody feel fucking
He was a
awkward.
comedian too. Like he was, he was like, I don't know if you've seen his roast of Bob Saget. It's one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen.
Oh my God, I love him. And the clip I got Chris to play, and I want to explain this before you guys think I'm making fun of anything of that happened to him, because I'm not. It's him making fun of it because he'd been battling with it secretly for 8 years. This is from a stand. Yeah, this is a stand-up from 2020 before everything shut down and pandemic and stuff like that. But this is him actually talking about the disease that he had that he passed away from. And to be honest, I feel like this is the most Norm Macdonald thing you can do, because I don't know if you know how many times he said O.J. Simpson killed his fucking wife, but he did a lot. When he was warned that he would get fired if he says it again, he upped it and made it like 10 times in one episode.
Warren Michaels said that a business is compromised with showbiz. Norm Macdonald never compromised, but here he is. But here he is right now.
Norm Macdonald.
And the reason I don't like it is because in the old days they go, "Hey, that old man died." Now they go, "Hey, he lost his battle." That's no way to end your life, you know. What a loser that guy was. Last thing he did was lose. He was waging a brave battle, but at the end, I guess he got kind of cowardly was what happened. And then the bowel cancer, it got brave. You got to give it to the bowel cancer. You know, they were in a battle, and then what the And I'm pretty sure, I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure if the cancer dies, I mean, if you die, the cancer also dies at exactly the same time. So that, to me, is not a loss, that's a draw. That's a, you know what I mean? It's not like the cancer's going to jump up and go, Uncle Bert's wife. Where is he? I won fair and square. Is this where he works? Hi, name's Cancer. How are you? Where do I? You just throw me to my cubicle. Bowel. First name is Bowel.
So rest in peace, Norm.
Yeah, rest in peace,
I
Norm.
didn't this whole week I've been watching his appearances on talk shows. He's so good. It's just
Oh my god.
dancing.
I to be honest, even before he passed away,
Yeah.
I'm a Norm Macdonald fan because I just love how awkward he makes everybody feel in a room, and he does it on purpose. It is his it is his cherry, it is his craft. Everybody, Norm Macdonald, you just never knew what he was going to do, but the thing is, you loved it. Like, it wasn't like out of line where he was purposely making fun of a race or anything like that, or he was being politically incorrect in a way where it was still funny if you got it. If not, if you didn't get it, then you just weren't in on the joke.
So rest in power. Norm will miss you for sure.
Yeah, and that's the end of the news segment. Let's get to the final movie, man.
Now they're
Oh, that's not it. Sorry.
Stop playing William Dafoe! That's Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, we both love Norm, and Norm loves us. One more time to Norm.
Oh, yeah, it's a good drink.
Cheers, if you got a beer, to Norm. All right, last movie.
The last movie is Malignant, directed by James Wan. You guys know James Wan? The first movie he directed was Saw. Oh, man, Saw.
Yeah,
also,
I saw it.
I saw it on opening weekend. Did you see Saw on opening weekend?
Yes, I did. I saw the first 4 Saws on opening weekend.
Okay. He also directed Insidious, Fury 7, The Conjuring.
I saw Insidious on its first opening weekend. I saw Conjuring on its first opening weekend.
Conjuring 2.
I saw Aquaman on its opening weekend. I saw Fast and Furious on its opening weekend. There's pretty much not a movie this motherfucker has not made that I was not there on opening weekend.
Did you see The Nun where you wrote The Nun?
Yeah, I saw The Nun opening weekend. Yeah.
Well, you do. You know the stories, but he wrote the story with hold on, let me go back to this. By the way, this is James Wan's first return to directing horror since The Conjuring 2.
Yeah, and right now he's filming Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Great. He wrote the story with his wife Ingrid Bisu and Kaylee Cooper, and this stars Annabelle Wallace. Oh, hold on.
Hello.
Hello?
Among many sentient beings, laughter is both healing and meaningful.
Also, this stars Susanna Thompson.
I'm a mother.
As Jean.
I'm a mother. I have a son, Oliver.
And this also stars Maddie Hasten as Sydney Lake.
I only wear labels, and since I live in Virginia, of course I couldn't find a dress good enough for my party.
It's good enough. And so
you do know I set these up, man. Do you not see it? Do you not see the patterns now?
I stopped it though at the right time.
I know. You're getting good at it. You're getting better at that. I
Dude,
applaud you.
This storyline is fucking it's so long.
Oh my fucking god, bro! Holy shit! Okay, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'll just do the top one. Madison is paralyzed by shocking visions of grisly murders, and her torment worsens as she discovers that these waking dreams are in fact terrifying realities.
We're not gonna give the whole way. Yeah, we're not gonna give the whole fucking movie by the storyline, dude.
That gives the whole fucking movie away.
I know.
And I don't want to do that because this movie is awesome that you don't know what the fuck
it's
going
about
on.
secrets, man. Okay, so I gotta tell you, I was not on board until the last act when the twist was real. Like, okay, now I'm in. So
when the
this
twist came out, and then the twist after the twist,
Yeah,
and then
there
the
are two
twist
twists.
after the twist after the twist. Oh my god, so many fucking twists in this fucking movie.
But
and
the-
it is cheesy, creepy horror
Okay, so
done correctly.
So James Wan is usually the king of the jump scare. I didn't see any jump scares in this movie.
No,
but
and
it
I don't
was
care.
It was gory as fuck, and I knew that when I saw him, like, you like that part, you like that part, you like that part.
I've watched it 3 times.
The funny thing is, when I'm watching movies with my wife, I was watching this downstairs in the basement. I go, Neil, like that part. I go, Neil, like that part. Like, I was able to pinpoint the what you like because this movie is gory as fuck. Like, by the way,
It's not only gory, but it tells like a really dark story. And it's just like very dark. And they try to give you little light bits here and there, like a little, they try to like make it up in like some little, they have a little humor in there and stuff like that. But at the same time, it is cheesy horror. It is. I'm not going to try to play it like this is not cheesy horror. This is cheesy horror. There's the bad guy, the Antimus, their version of Freddy, their version of Jason, their version of Michael Myers, whatever you want to say. There's the spooky boogeyman character, and then it just unfolds the story of that boogeyman character.
I never saw this coming. The twist in this, the big one.
Oh,
no,
not
right?
100. I could not have given you $1,000.
Just so you guys know, Neil is the king of figuring out twists. He could have not seen this coming.
No.
Fucking nuts. It is nuts.
I had a totally different different idea. And me and my wife were watching this together. And she fell asleep like 30 minutes left to the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, she works all day,
tired. Okay, yeah, I got
yeah,
you.
And believe me, she was enjoying it too, and she went back and watched it the next morning. Because I stay up till like 2:00 in the morning, and she goes to bed at like 9:00. But she wakes up at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning, and before she goes to work, she'll catch up on the things that we watched the night before.
Yeah.
And but this movie, oh my god. If you like horror, if you like spookiness, if you're ready for Halloween to come, for fall, for that spooky season that we call it, oh my fucking god, is this not the movie for this? This is exactly the movie you want to watch trying to get ready for the spooky season. Like now, I want to cosplay the fucking main spooky guy in this fucking movie.
I bet you do, man. This movie I wasn't in it until the last act, and then when that last act came, all of it came into focus, so I was in it fully. It's a fun movie, dude. There are all kinds.
And this is where my intuition came a little bit more than yours, because like each act, I was like, they're not telling us something. They're not telling us something in this act. Next act comes, and I'm like, they're not telling us something here. There's going to be a reveal. And this is what I think the reveal is. And I wasn't too far off. I was pretty close. But
it still shocked you.
It still was like, oh, fuck. Are you serious? Really? Fuck. So,
yeah, because a shitty movie with it would have said is it's all a dream. That's not what this did at all. Like I had an inkling that I'm like, okay, this could be shitty, but the twist came. And I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm on board! I'm on board with this shit."
To be very honest, I'm gonna say this is gonna get sequels. This has to get sequels.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with you there. I don't think they're gonna have to do something pretty drastic to beat the twist that's in Malignant.
I love that you say that, but let's be honest. This is an origin story of a horror character.
Okay.
You're that right. Nobody sees coming. Now, are they going to be able to do it correctly? I don't know. But do I see the studio telling them, "Hey, man, we made a lot of money off of that fucking movie,
Okay,
and that right there. Do you have other ideas, or can you make a sequel to this?" And then they'd be like, "Well, this is my other idea," and they'd be like, "No, let's just make a sequel to that movie." Oh, you don't want to be on board? Okay, we'll just get a different director.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like, for example, James Wan. I read an article about this earlier. James Wan said that he wouldn't rule out the idea of a sequel, but he wrote it as a standalone movie. But again, Saw was a standalone movie as well. You know,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, but he was just a director of Saw. He wasn't the writer of Saw.
Writer and director, story.
Oh, was he one of the writers?
He was one of the writers.
Yeah, because there's 2 writers for Saw.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But to be 100% honest, I don't care. Either way, this movie will be the test of time. This will be a Rosemary's Baby. This will be an Exorcist.
I saw the previews, and then I watched the movie. I had no idea what was coming, and when it came, my socks were literally across the room. They blew them off.
It was like there's so many different. I mean, so basically, all right. Well, let's talk about the things we can talk about without ruining the movie. One, visuals in this movie, are fucking ridiculous. The cinematography of this film is horror movie classic.
They're James Wan was like, "Give me money." They're like, "Okay."
Give me money. Okay. Here's some money, James Wan. Oh my god, that movie.
Yeah. So I mean, they didn't skimp. There's gore in it. There's great visual effects, and man, like I mean, I knew they couldn't afford Keanu Reeves, so they just hired George Young. They couldn't afford Wanda Sykes, so they just hired Nicole Brianna White. But they were great as the cops in this, right?
Right. Oh my gosh. Yes. And the lady who played the psychic.
Oh yeah.
Not the psychic, but the psychologist. I'm sorry about that. I said the wrong word. Psychologist.
Jacqueline McKenzie played Dr. Florence Weaver.
Yeah. Was great. The sister who played opposite, who played Sydney, Madison and Sydney.
Yeah.
They played great opposite of each other.
Yeah.
The mom did a great job. The cops, though, were just so dumb. Like they're so dumb. And I really think they hired the one lady because I think they were trying to get someone to look like Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
And like for a minute, I was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like at the beginning, at the beginning, I was like, I think they're trying to be something they're not. And then when it got to the point where I was like, no, there's something they are. Never mind. Fuck me and my thoughts. But at the beginning, you're gonna kind of be.
The guy was basically Keanu Reeves, right? Kiko Shaw, or I'm sorry, George Young.
Yeah, or like a dumbed down Keanu Reeves. Let's not make it.
I mean, he's not near as attractive still, but he's up there. He's a good guy. I guess that's the best way to put it. But no, everyone in this movie did their part, and Madison or the Annabelle also played Madison. Hey man,
yeah,
she's great. She's great.
Yeah, right out the park, dude. And I mean, this movie was made like 2 years ago too. This was supposed to be released last August, and
in theaters.
Yeah,
I mean, it was still released in theaters. If you guys want to see it in theaters, but it's on HBO Max. If you got a little setup like me, it's not an issue. But
or even if you have a regular setup like me, I don't care. I watched it on my TV at home. I just turned the lights out, drew the curtains, and had a good fucking time.
I do request for you when we see Dune, we're seeing that shit in theaters.
Oh, dude, fucking IMAX only, dude.
Yeah, okay.
IMAX only. I'm not even going theater. I'm going IMAX only when it comes to Dune. But this is based in Seattle. There's some great little one-liners because of that in this. The actors, the gore in this movie, if you like gore or if you don't like gore and you like to be freaked out by gore, did such a great job. They made a new Boogeyman. They made another Slender Man. They made a new
so you were looking forward to Malignant too.
I don't know if I am or not. That's why I'm trying to compare it to ones that don't have so many sequels.
Yeah, Slenderman, the first one, the movie, because it's based off like a copy pasta or like some internet thing. And I'm not a Slenderman guy because like a lot of people like I want if they're gonna make a Slenderman, I want it to be kind of based on fact, you know. Not that Malignant is based on fact in the slightest. Like I read about this
At all.
Yeah, but Slenderman the movie kind of sucked. This one does not suck at all.
No,
I'm
no,
kind of wondering what your scoring this is. Why don't you get the quotes on this?
I'm already on top of that. I'm already there. Electric shock had no effect on him and was like he was controlling our minds and machines. I will kill you all. It's time we cut out the cancer. How many times do I have to watch my children die inside of you?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I wrote down something that we could talk about, and I totally didn't.
What's
that on top of the room video angle, that video camera from the top, where it kind of looked like you're looking into like a dollhouse, or would be the best. Oh my god, that's such a great visual. Welcome to Seattle Underground. No, this isn't a tour of Nirvana or the shitty band Pearl Jam.
Whoa.
What?
Neither of those bands are shitty.
No. I didn't say. They didn't say that. I said that because Eddie Vedder is the worst lead singer in history.
What?
Next to Scott Stapp.
Dude, I disagree with Hard. Okay.
I don't care. This ain't a music podcast. Fuck off.
I'm not that. Hey, I'm not. But listen.
What are you doing in my house?
Okay, fine.
I want to show you what the cancer has become. Cute little actress threw you a little ball, and you're giving it to chase like a little dog. So I'm putting out a BOLO on the sloth from the Goonies. You know who I am? Even if they tell you I'm not real. If my blade would have penetrated your face last night, would have that been personal? And he pretends to be nice, but he is the devil. I should have killed you before you were born. Blood or not, you will always be my sister, and I will always love you. And that's the end. That's all I got. Dude, man, you're gonna make fun of me, and you're gonna say, "Oh, this is better than that, and it's better than this, and it's better than that." It's 4.2, man. This is one of the best fucking little horror movies I have seen in quite a while. And
I don't see anything. You go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and I don't, and not anything against the horror movies we've seen before, where I've given it a lower rating than this. But this was just, it had an original twist to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of had an original twist to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I know people think Conjuring's good, and Insidious. I think this is James Wan's best work.
Okay. My score is a 4.
Yeah.
It's definitely the best. I don't see a horror movie getting this weird the rest of this year, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna see a ton of them. We're gonna see a ton of them, especially now between now and Halloween. We're gonna probably watch horror films.
I know Halloween Kills comes out, and you know what? That might knock it out of the fucking park. Who knows? Who knows?
You're excited. You're excited for Halloween Kills.
I'm excited.
Dude, I see your face when you mention it, and I know that you're excited about Halloween Kills. There are a couple other horror films, and I'm sure we'll be watching plenty of them between now and Halloween, because this movie. But I think this movie has a special place in you because it kicked off Halloween season for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna be trying to watch a horror movie several times a week after this movie. Stop rubbing nipples.
Mm-hmm. But after I was done watching this movie, as soon as I was done watching this movie, I watched Hellraiser.
Oh yeah.
And as soon as Hellraiser was done, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Oh, you're excited, dude. Dream Warriors.
I was just like, yeah, it's got me in the mode.
Welcome to Primetime, bitch.
Halloween, motherfuckers!
So, we're on Rotten Tomatoes now, dude. What is the audience score from Rotten Tomatoes? Excuse me, shit.
No matter what I say, it's going to disappoint me. 85.
53%.
Fuck!
There is an audience says line on this. And it says, love it or hate it, and there isn't much in between. Malignant is one horror movie that takes risks and is willing to get weird.
And it got weird, and I like weird.
I knowing you, I think you loved the twist, and I know you did. But there are people out there.
I fucking loved the twist.
Okay,
in this movie.
there are people out there that really only like horror films like The Witch, which I love. The Witch, one of my favorite movies, but I also love fucking bonkers fucking movies. Crazy.
Yeah, and
movies.
I want it to be weird. I want it to give me something more than just a guy killing people and you got to kill him at the end. That's great.
The ending is I laughed out loud. I'm sure you did too.
I did. I woke my wife up.
Okay.
Like I said, she fell asleep.
What's the critics? What do you think the critics gave this one?
Oh, they're gonna disappoint me. 74.
You're close, 76.
Yeah, see, I knew they're gonna disappoint me.
It's fresh though. It's fresh. So
it's fresh. Whoopie fucking do. It should be a 90. This thing should at least be a 90.
Critics' consensus is, although Malignant isn't particularly scary, director James Wan's return to horror contains plenty of gory thrills and a memorably bonkers twist. James Wan, fucking you surprised me, man. Like I cannot take that twist out of my head, dude. And everyone that's asked if they should watch it, I'm like, if anything, for the twist. Like it's I know you think there should be sequels. I don't know if there should be, but I do think this movie is well worth watching. You won't find anything this crazy the rest of this year. I guarantee it.
I mean, I don't know if I guarantee it because I don't know what's coming out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got an idea of what's coming out, but let's be honest, there might be some movies because there are some movies that like slowly go under the radar, and then we pick them up like a week or two later. We're like, where the fuck was that movie, and why did we miss that?
I know some people are probably watching this. Why didn't you talk about Kate? Why didn't you talk about Sweet Girl? I'm pretty pleased with the movies we've chosen so far.
Yeah. The card counter was a little bit better than Kate. I watched Kate. I saw it, and it had good visuals. It was very much Atomic Blonde. If you want to,
I feel like that it's not Atomic Blonde. I feel like that Netflix is picking movies that aren't that great. I mean, just to put out
even
movies.
though their next couple are going to be pretty good.
I'm looking forward to what they got coming out.
Rock, Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, yeah.
And Gal Gadot all together.
Let's get the three most charming people on the planet and put in a movie. Yeah, we're gonna watch that. But
and this is to Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, right now. Before we end this part right here, and I just want to say this to you directly: if you ever listen to this podcast and you get to this one part of this one episode, I will be your slave boy. I just want you to know that. I'll make you omelets. I will make you your chicken breast and your rice. I will do your laundry. I will do whatever. Just let me hang out with you. Just one day.
You just guarantee he's never going to be on the podcast by saying that.
Well, also on top of that, it's just the fact that most people think because we admire them or because we give them props on something like this, on this kind of platform, that we're the kind of people that we like, oh my God, oh, you're The Rock. Oh my God, yeah. And the thing is, though, in person, I am totally the fucking opposite.
Yeah, you're pretty cool.
I'm like, I just come up to him and be like, hey, so I like the shit you did. That's good. I like your movies. I like your thing. I like your wrestling stuff. So how's your day going? Did you get some food today, or I talk to him normal. I never talk to a celebrity and geek out hardcore.
So I wanted to mention that I did talk to Jeff Lewis last weekend.
Again, for the third time.
And I was totally cool. The whole it was really fun to talk to someone I greatly admire, and he was
And that's the thing, when you do an interview with someone that you really admire, you can't do the geek out, dude.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I learned that as a young kid because I met people I met Andre the Giant when I was 6. I met so many celebrities when I was young that I was just like, they don't like that.
Yeah, we get a chance. We get a chance to listen to that episode of Record Night where I talked to Jeffrey Lewis. We had a great conversation.
I've never listened to Record Night. I'm not going to lie to you.
Mhm.
And it's nothing against you. I just never really have a lot of time to
Yeah.
listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Because usually I have to have a TV on doing what I'm doing or whatever. But I will actually do that. For you, I will do that.
Okay.
My birthday gift to you.
Okay. Fair enough. So next week, what are we watching?
I don't fucking know.
I got 2.
So we're doing Thai. We got to do the Baker, man. We got to do
Faye Baker. Yeah,
especially since where I work. Yes,
yeah,
we got to do Baker.
Yeah, Tammy Faye. You and I grew up in the South. Of course, we knew who Tammy Faye Baker is. So the Tammy Faye.
I got a lot more than that, man. I met her.
I can't wait. And
then I got some stories.
And then we're also doing Cry Macho.
Are we doing Cry Macho?
Okay, you can veto that one if you want.
No, I'm not going to veto Clinton. They're both at the theater. That's just the thing.
But Cry Macho's on HBO Max, by the way.
Oh, cool. Never mind. I love it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, done. So Cry Macho.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Earlier when I was like, hey, I can't even show it to you. Damn it. It's like
now they're staring at 6 men with guns drawn. It was a fucking...
Okay, sorry. I mean,
the coaster I set my beer on every fucking week is a Batman outfit. It's an outfit of Batman.
Why can't you show it to me?
Because it's stuck to the table.
Oh, sorry.
It's been on here for like a year. Okay. And it's like, I was trying to pull it up. I have no nails right now because I just cut all my nails. Man, we're just bandering. I really need to get over to the house where everybody's at. Or maybe they're going over birthday plans.
So next week, Cry Macho, the Eyes of Tammy Faye, and you'll find us on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Twitter, Facebook.com. Oh, sorry. We find us on movies. Fuck.
Are you 4 beers in now?
3, but you know me.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/.
Do you need me to do this?
I got this. Facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter editing this podcast.
Think about that hard cock.
We're on Instagram editing this podcast and
cock.
Yes, I'm thinking about it. We're on Patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. If you guys go ahead and be your Patreon, we'll give you extra stuff, I'm sure. If you're on if you want shirts with a Neil's wearing a shirt from Bonfire right now, it's bonfire.com and search on Movies Don't Suck and something to do. If you're watching us on YouTube, go and subscribe. Watch us on Twitter, go on I'm sorry, on Facebook, go on that page. And we're all stream platforms.
Hey. Guess what?
What?
It's my birthday week, right?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Who cares? Okay. Small businesses, if you want to find us anywhere. You can find us anywhere. Small businesses, if you got a small business, get a hold of us. We'll be more than happy to promote your shit for free. Every promotion you hear at the beginning of the podcast is 100% free. No one has paid me money to do that. I do it in the deep heart because I love small business.
We shouldn't call it sponsor. We should call it, what should we call it instead? People like,
I don't know. You come up with something. I can't think of anything right now.
So
like this is a serious question before we do the ending and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what'd you get me for my birthday?
You never seen me list them. I can't get you a Switch though. Sorry, pal.
Don't spend that kind of money on me. Seriously. Like the only time and my wife won't allow me to put up a donation site for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She's like, don't be a greedy asshole. And I was like, I'm not greedy. We don't have money. Like, we don't. But
when's WrestleMania again?
April 3rd.
Do you want to see if I can get you a place to stay?
In Dallas?
With my mom.
You want me to stay with your parents while I'm in Dallas partying all weekend long?
Maybe not.
Yeah. Let's clarify this statement. It's only a 4-hour drive for me, bro. It's the same distance to Kansas City as it is.
Now I'm thinking about it. It's probably a bad idea.
No. Because what do you think I'm going to be doing all weekend long?
Drinking, drugs, and watching WrestleMania.
And going to everything that's wrestling that I can.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's why my wife is already bowed out. She's like, look, I might go, but I'm gonna go do my own thing, and maybe my family will come or a friend will come, and we'll go do our own thing. And I was like, that's cool. I go, I understand that, because going to wrestling events with me, that's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this weekend, have fun. It's Scott's Fest, and I can't wait for it, dude. I can't wait for our Christmas episode.
Nice. I can't wait for that, dude. Let's finish this episode and we'll talk a little bit.
Okay.
That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Suck to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, when you're 3 beers in and you're trying to do a podcast, remember, don't try to count cards, because you'll just end up a little Malignant in the end. Have a good night.
Dude, I'm so drunk right now.
Yeah, you are. That's
Yeah.
why I just stopped you. I was just like, God damn, you're drunk.
Yeah, this is.
Thank you for everybody watching. I'm guessing your brother's the only one left. Thank you very much. We're going to end the stream at this point so I can make fun of Chris privately. Bye.